down in there.
No, somebody told us this though. God told us that my mother like created me in her womb.
Yeah, I think that was Valis.
But she really does like me now. She really does love me.
Maybe he just like took some personality traits of him, right? You know, maybe some like small things right here and there.
Maybe his temper.
Yeah.
How quickly he, calls people mean.
Mm-hmm.
He did.
I'll work on that. I hear you, Lyra. I hear you, and I'll work on it. Okay. I'll try not to antagonize big mean.
Right.
But she was a bitch.
He did practically spit on the entirety of the Amazon tribe at one point. Just kind of in the same way you did about the Lotus Witch. So maybe there's something there with the personality, but you didn't get like the fur or the hoofs or anything.
Right. Or the horns.
Or the horns. Yeah.
Right.
Or the snout thing.
The snout. Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
I mean, the horns would have been kind of cool, though, at the same time, right? Like, if you could use them as a weapon, right? You know what I mean? If they were, like, retractable, right? I guess I wouldn't want them, like, when I'm sleeping, right? I like sleeping on my side.
Yeah, it's probably uncomfortable.
Yeah.
We never really got the chance to ask him a lot about his anatomy or anything. How he functions.
Well, this was a good conversation. I think we just decided we were going to have, like, a... what is a good name for this? We have to come up with a good name for it. Like like an epic meeting. What is that called? Like a
conclave.
An eating.
A summit.
Conclave. Call it a conclave.
Conclave.
High five.
Wait, what did you say?
Summit.
Yeah, we both said summit.
Yes.
We'll figure it out after on the way to killing Gaius.
Good
We'll
work,
figure it out. We'll brainstorm. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So to Gaius is the next step. Next stop.
I think so.
Yeah.
And then to Mitros, and like on the way to Mitros would be like, hey,
We'll
you guys can talk to like your people and be like, hey, meeting in 4 days, right, and stuff like that, right?
Yeah. I don't have a way to talk to Valis before we actually get to Mitros.
I mean, maybe the bard does. I don't know.
I do have a spell that I can send a short message and get a short message back.
Boom, we got it.
Now, the last person I used that on told me to never do it again.
Right.
So,
I mean, who was it?
Damon.
Okay, I mean, that kind of makes sense, right? I mean, not the most friendly creatures.
Right, and I mean, what a stupid name, right?
Right, it probably comes with the name.
Yeah. Anybody with that name's got to be an asshole.
I mean, did you see his face, right? Even if it was all like, not very nice.
Not sure where you're going with that, but yeah.
Wasn't it like a skeleton?
Well, yeah, he's like a lich now.
Yeah, that's pretty scary.
I mean, worst case scenario, we can talk to the people that we can talk to on the way there, and then when we get to Mitros, we can take a day to shop, and during that time, I can go talk to Valis, and we'll like finalize the whole thing, because it's gonna have to be at like the palace.
We should give her a heads up, though. And I don't think we should do it at the palace, right? Because that's not like neutral territory. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I want a high five.
Perhaps Acastus can suggest somewhere to meet.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one. I could talk to him about that.
I think the last like neutral ground we had was that basilisk pit that they were gonna kill your half sister in.
Is that neutral? I don't know if that's really because that's like right near Pitor's castle, right?
Yeah.
Was it? Oh
yeah. That's a story.
That's what that place is called.
Yeah, it's like right. That's it. Is I don't think that. I mean, maybe like
we'll
somewhere in like the old woods.
We'll figure it out.
Like the old woods is pretty neutral, right?
Well, that's where Demetria is, isn't it?
Yeah.
Where's the tree?
That's in the old woods.
What if we just do it
that would be a
here?
Good place.
With
on
the
ship?
Lotus Witch gone? No, on the island.
Oh, okay.
Indigo Island?
Yeah. With the Lotus Witch gone, we could just do it here.
And scorpions, but I mean, it's,
I don't think gods and titans are concerned about scorpions. Just tossing that out there.
Yeah, that's true. We did just like completely obliterate a bunch of them.
Get it away.
I know that is the flaw in the plan, though, because she's going to want to come.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is vote whether we don't invite her, right? Because like it's going to be super awkward if we're all like sitting there talking about her and being like, "Hey, you guys should all kill that person that's like 20 feet from you." Oh, sorry, yeah, but would we?
Everybody pounce on 3. I mean 2. 1, 2.
Yeah. So we should definitely not invite her.
I agree.
Yeah. We'll not invite her. When you talk to Sidon, maybe kind of put it in his ear to not bring her, and then we'll see.
There is no +1 on his invitation.
Yeah. We'll
exactly.
just say it's an invite for you and just you, and we'll see if she still shows up.
Yeah.
You're his +1.
We are really like gung ho about the whole Sidon and Estrella thing, are we?
No, not we.
To Brissa, it worked for Rhodas, so that's like the easiest solution for Brissa.
That's fair.
I am not related to the person that I am betrothed to.
That doesn't matter to Sidon.
That sounds judgy.
It might to Estrella.
That sounds super judgy. Brian? Just because your family tree doesn't have just one branch?
That's because it's not circular. Doesn't mean anything.
Yikes.
Okay.
Okay. It worked for the Targaryens, you know?
No, you guys do it. Oh, no.
Sounds fine to me. I don't know what the problem is. What? Okay.
Good Lord. Well, yeah, I guess.
But
let's start heading to the island of yonder. Right?
It's
So
just
we're not-
over yonder.
We're not gonna hit Mithros first, and
No, we're gonna go after. We're gonna kill Gaius so we can have that bargaining chip.
Yep. We got
yeah.
this.
Yeah.
It'll
Okay,
be
how can
fine.
we look at the island and see, like, first of all, the layout, right? To know, like Alex was saying, we should come from the front or whatever, or top, or I don't know. But, like, how many troops are there? Because what if there's, like, 1,000 troops there?
We don't really know.
Can you guys scry?
I
And like,
We don't have
Okay.
the stuff for it.
I don't have a bowl. Hold on.
there was no poles in the Lotus Witches area that we could have
No
stolen.
chalice is worth a bajillion gold.
A focus worth at least 1,000 gold pieces, such as a crystal ball, a silver mirror, or a font filled with holy water.
Do
you
you
guys
think
have
we?
anything worth $1,000?
Do you think we
gold?
could like form some of those bracelets that we have into like a?
Or melt
like,
some of the
oh,
gold?
we probably need to figure out what those bracelets are.
yeah,
Oh,
Bracers.
Yes.
the bracers?
Bracers, yes.
we should figure out what those are too.
Yeah. Why did
Yeah,
we?
I'll do that on the ship.
Yeah.
I'm pretty pooped.
Should we go to Mitros first?
I just feel like that's 6 days out of the journey, right? Out of the 30,
Right.
right? It's there and back.
Where it's 6 days if we just go Gaius then Mitros.
Okay,
Yeah.
who can scout? Who can scout when we get to the island? Like, if we do, I don't think I can do water breathing anymore, but I can do water walk.
Yeah, but I could put Yari into the claws of Scylla, right? And she could fly around, and you could like look at the island.
I mean, we just need to make sure that Lyra's in a good mood, and then she can do it herself.
That's
Even if I'm not in a good mood, I have a way to make sure that I can do it myself. Or
Okay.
any of us.
So yeah,
So I
all you gotta
understand
do
why your
is
mood
fly over
affects
the
your ability to
island,
flap your frickin'
undetected.
wings, but whatever.
Make a little sketchy sketch of what you see. See if how many troops are there.
It's a little sketchy sketch.
A little
Just a
sketchy
little
sketch,
sketchy
and then
sketch.
we'll
I don't know,
just
that
make a
plan
plan.
sounds
We'll make a
sketchy to
battle
me.
plan.
I will say the last time that Lyra, went and tried to sketch Gaius's camp, she got a god killed. So I mean, there's only improvement from there.
We were very weak and fresh out the gate when that happened. So
And
Wait,
she
what? We already-
she
you
learned
already
her
tried to-
lesson.
let's.
What?
It's better if you don't know, honestly.
Okay.
So
Better for Lyra.
Okay.
I'll tell you later.
yeah, I'll tell you later.
Okay, we can cast commune and ask yes or no questions, so we can do that on the way there. We got
Yeah,
3
and
days to get there, right?
and I do have stuff for divination still,
Yeah, I do too.
which will at least give us like a if we do this, is that a good idea or a bad idea?
Yep, sounds good.
But we don't necessarily have a way to like preemptively scout it without us being close to it, which is fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
We gotta work with what we got. We gotta work with what we got.
I mean, I could always summon Goldie too, and like have Goldie go do a scout, right? He's pretty small, right? They're not gonna really see him. It's like a
Can
bird.
anyone make her invisible?
You know, Lothario can be invisible.
So, yeah, so we can send both. Boom. We have 2 little scouts that we could send, and like if something happens, we could just poof them right back.
Mm-hmm.
And give us a good layout, right? And then we can be like, oh yeah, so we should not come from the north because that's where they keep, all the barracks and stuff like that or something.
I can also try to cast Divine Intervention.
Oh.
And to have, I've never done it before, so I don't really know the parameters, but like maybe they could lure Gaius away for us until we kill everyone else there, and then he could come back and we could kill him.
Do you think they could just like make him tell him, like if you do the divine intervention, just like teleport him onto the ship right then and there, and then they were just like, "Oh, what's up, Gaius?"
Maybe.
You divide matter. I don't know how that works.
Maybe.
I mean, it wouldn't hurt to have a little help if we can get it.
I can feel David shaking his head.
I'm just watching.
Well, I can cast divination right now if we want. What do we think is a good starter question?
But that's a yes or no, right?
It's not a yes or no. It's kind of just a if this is our plan. What? It's like they can give us kind of like a not a whole story, but it could be a phrase in regards to what will happen, not necessarily a yes or no.
All right, so just ask if we sail to the island of Yonder and attack Gaius's encampment. Is
like
that
just
a good
head
idea?
on? Just head on.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I don't know if asking if that's a good idea is the best use, because they're probably just gonna be like, no, it's not a good idea.
What if we ask, like, is there an overwhelming force there that we can't handle?
Yeah, there we go.
Or that we would need to bring.
Yeah, like, will we be overwhelmed with troops? Or yeah.
It's a good idea. Good idea. High five.
Oh, yay!
Double high
there. Okay, God, that extra finger really jeez.
It is a little weird, but I'm still gonna get. I have to buy new gloves, right? It's yeah.
So I'll just kind of take a seat on the ship, pull out my stuff, my little woven effigy or what have you, and set that bitch on fire and cast divination.
The rest of the ship is busy as well, as the new individuals are being shown where they can sleep. Meager belongings, sad. Ophelia definitely is also a little perturbed by the extra fingers upon Brissa's hand, but glad that everyone is alive. Though, Bullbug is extremely concerned about the death of Yanni. And, no, stop it. No, she does not ask follow-up questions about the use of the six finger.
Lesbian.
However, you have Hesperos, asking a million questions of Yanni. You're just too tired to put up with it. It's Lyra. Cast your divination. Spell just.
Yeah, you do that while I think of how to word this. You know what? Actually, I got it. So take your time.
Okay. Thanks, by the way. Alrighty. And. Okay. Go for ahead. Mm-hmm.
Go for it.
Go for it. That's the answer. Before you even ask
the
question,
don't you dare, Marissa. Don't you absolutely dare.
Don't drink at the same time. Jesus, she's brave. Right.
I'll start off with pleasantries. I'll be like, hey guys.
Hey.
I know we were just there, but I just got a question for you guys. Thought maybe you could help. So we're planning on going to the island of Yonder to deal with Gaius. And so if we just go there and face him head on, are we going to be overwhelmed by an army?
As you do this, the shuttle flies out of your hand and suddenly it seems to weave back and forth, left and right, and you can see.
Oh god, I forgot I had this.
Yeah, the apparitions of the dragon bones suddenly appear upon the ship. Many of the sailors turn around, like, "Whoa, what is this? What is going on?" And as they do, you look in the concern in their eyes, but it's kind of awesome at the same time. You see it kind of incredibly quickly, faster than the eye can see, faster than even an arrow can fly back and forth, stitches a scene, seems to jump into action for you. You do indeed see ships, at least stylized versions of them. It's a very 2D, very naive kind of a scene that is painted of you. And as you look upon it, you can see that there's many a ship, dozens of them. You see troops getting onto the ships and the ships sailing.
Oh, away?
Yes, sorry, can't see me right. My thumbs up is kind of useless.
And that's all I get? Just a bunch of ships sailing away from the island? All right, I kind of just grab the woven picture out of the air and turn it around to face everyone, and I'm like, I think they're trying to tell me that most of his forces are gone.
Well, that's good then, right? You know, if like he's just still there, like commanding, right? We can totally easily get him.
Oh man, does that mean they need us in Mitros?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too.
Yeah, they're probably going to Mitros, but they can't do anything yet. They're probably getting prepared for the 30-day mark, right?
But if we cut off the head of the snake,
two more will take its place.
No, not a hydra, a snake.
Oh.
I'll take its place.
I still don't know how I feel about that either.
I mean, it doesn't so much matter how we feel about it. How are they gonna feel about it? You're not just gonna be able to go like, I killed your boss, now I'm your boss. They might just all go rawr and try and kill you at one time.
No, they'll let me win. Have you seen these biceps now, Yadi? Like, look at these.
She's got 12 fingers now. They're gonna be real freaked out.
Oh. It's not a tickle fight, okay? Extra fingers aren't coming into play here.
What if one of us sneaks in, right?
Okay, now you're speaking
Kills
my language.
one of the cult people or whatever they are, takes their uniform, puts it on, nonchalantly, walks into Gaius's office or wherever, takes the antikythera piece, and just walks right back out.
You know what? I think that's a great idea. I'll do you one better, and I do a real stylized Baywatch hair flip, and I just turn myself into a soldier of Sidon.
Wait, can you turn yourself into Gaius?
I could also do that, yes.
I feel like we shouldn't do that, right? Like, because you're gonna there'd be two guys, right? If you could just be a regular soldier, can you turn yourself into a soldier that we've killed?
Yeah, I don't have any off the top of my head right now.
You killed quite a few Sidon soldiers at Verces temple.
Yeah.
Oh right, yeah.
Wait, can you
I
turn
will
yourself into
say-
Sidon?
I mean, like a smaller version of him, and I don't really want to, but sure, I'll do it, and I'll like do a little 360 and turn it to sign up.
Long
Okay.
gray hair kind of cascades back, black shocks of hair within it. You can see.
I got that weird eye
Uh-huh.
thing.
the eye upon the
Oh, there's an
forehead.
eye thing? That's unsettling.
Piercing blue eyes, imperially looking down upon you. Perpetual scowl. Probably more scowl
How
than
does-
he has any.
Wait,
I mean,
when I
what if
when I
Sidon
do
is
it,
visiting? You know?
how does the rest of the crew react?
Everyone kind of looks at what is happening. Esperanza is like, pretty good impression. But nobody. They're used to your shenanigans.
I do another 360 and I turn into Hesperos and I go, pretty good impression, and then I turn back into myself.
See, that was a bad.
Is Hesperus the bard?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, you. You know what?
Uh-oh.
We need you to do something as well.
Uh-oh.
You need to start planning a parade for when we return.
An entire.
You need to start writing.
Okay. Okay. You know what? I can.
Yes, we have to get the
absolutely
people
work on it.
behind us.
He kind of
This
like.
is your sacred duty.
There's this thing where he kind of like flicks some of these little charms that he has actually hanging around his horns. As he kind of like his hoofs kind of excitedly gallop upon the planks. Ooh, yes, we can definitely do these. Yes, a parade needs some gold, but I can definitely get the songs prepared, and maybe some of these plant folk will work. Yeah, if you can pay for whatever needs to be paid for. So we need some oxen. There's going to have to be some. We need at least 50 pigs. Any good parade needs to have good parade. Trust me. Now, and he just starts going into.
Can you do it for 100 gold?
No. Maybe.
Oh.
Probably not. It would be a small parade. It wouldn't be a good parade, but it could be done. 100 gold is not. Is it? Sure, I can try. Let's just say you want big parade. You are going to have to put a little bit more into it, but big parade.
Why are
No,
we
you
paying
have to
for
get
our own parade?
sponsors. You have to get
Yeah.
sponsors. You have to
Yeah.
think bigger. You're thinking small potatoes. You got to think bigger, right? Don't think like a bumpkin. You've got to think bigger.
Then
You got to think it's
You arrange this. You are the blood and
no.
the betrothed
I
to
with my
gods.
friends I'm going to save the world. Okay,
Is it
you
true
can
that you're
handle
going to
the
marry
parade.
Sidon? I just need to know this.
Oh shit!
She is. Did you see what Lyra turned into Sidon? Like, her eyes, woo! They were looking him up and down. Solid.
Ooh, that family tree.
don't-
And you can
I don't
definitely
think I'm
see.
ever gonna turn into Sidon ever again.
He has this little notebook and he just like circles the page.
Right. Well, anyways, I do like the idea of us sneaking in and getting the piece, and I still think maybe we should take out Gaius because that was the whole point of us having that chip in our bargaining chip. I will also mention, since we're not talking about what happened the last time that we scouted out, and by we I mean I scouted out Gaius's camp, it did also involve me turning into a soldier, and that also is what led to everything that happened. But like I said,
I
we
think we should use
we
our
were
familiars.
young and new, and I'm a lot better at lying now.
So hold on. Yeah, I think Briss is onto something. Can't Luterio turn himself invisible?
He can.
Do we trust him to go and be our spy while he's invisible?
If I force him to do it, he has to. I don't like that. We're trying to be on better terms than that, but it is an option.
Okay.
We could just send Goldie up to do like a flyby, right? It's just like if he does it high enough, it's just a golden bird.
How good are his eyes?
I mean, he's a dragon, so it's amazing.
Oh.
None of us have invisibility.
I don't mean like
I
how
think-
do you
I
feel
think
when you
Johnny
stare
does.
into them? I mean like how well can he focus from high enough to just look like a bird?
Super well. Yep, 100%.
Okay.
I will say Lutherio probably not the best at seeing stuff. Real good at being quiet, real good at lying his way out of a situation. not real good at seeing stuff.
Well, I can cast a spell on him that makes him better at that.
Can
That will
also
enhance
see
his ability
in
to
magical
see better.
darkness, which is 2 steps above what I can see, because I can't even see in regular darkness.
Only there was some way around that.
Yeah, we'll get there one day. I'll just have to get some magical glasses or something.
Yeah. So we scout first, right? Maybe with Lutheria because he can do invisible, and then if we have to fall back because Lutheria doesn't like want to, right? He's not in the mood. Then we do Goldie. And if that doesn't work, then we can, I don't know, storm the front gates. But we do
Because
the
we probably
scouting
don't have
first.
to pull up when they are all boarding their ships that
Yeah,
probably have cannons.
Hopefully,
Right.
That would be
they've
fun.
already sailed away by the time we get there.
That would be good.
Yeah.
I
And it's
mean,
like a small
we could just tell
contingent.
Valus, hey, there's ships coming. She's a god, right? So
Oh, yes, we probably should also let her know that there's probably an army on the way. I know she already knew and they were preparing for a fight, but we should probably let her know that they are on the way.
Mhm.
Okay.
Great.
So can we just pray that to her?
I thought you said that you could send some messages
Yeah,
too.
Yeah, but if I don't have to use a spell to do it, I mean,
If we got 3 days
Yeah,
that you
3
could
days.
do it to send her.
yeah, because we've never been picked on by a kraken in the middle of a.
This
Yeah.
is true. and This was a baby.
Well, the last one we
one spell will
killed, so
It was a
Yeah.
baby, though.
yeah.
I mean, we're supposedly safe from that in the. In the
Alright, slipstream.
what did they call it? Slipstream.
Yeah, yeah.
But we still got screwed with. Even there once, so
Yeah. By
By
Lutheria.
yeah.
She is a titan. Even though we hate her,
But we did win.
we did win. I did almost throw all of our belongings overboard.
Yeah, just
I think
bad.
you did actually. Throw
I
them.
did actually throw
Yeah.
all of our belongings overboard.
Right, but we got them.
Yep.
We got it.
This will probably be fine.
It'll be fine. Look, Fate Mommies told me that the army is going to be gone, and we can tell Valus that they're on their way there, and then we can take a couple days to refine our plan, and it'll be fine.
Yeah. I
You
think
can
it'll be good.
disguise yourself. Can anyone else do that?
Yanni can, but he can't do it as many times as I can.
Well,
I mean, yeah. I can do it a fair amount now, but
I wouldn't want him to
it
waste
eats
the
into my
resources.
ability to do other things.
Yanni has other things that he can do with that magic. And I can just do this all day. And I just start cycling through everyone on the boat.
Is
Yeah,
that
that's
what
not
my
good.
ass looks like that? Nice.
okay. So 3 days.
It's a shame that Lyra's not like a T-1000 because I'm just picturing that scene from Terminator 2 where he's like in the hospital talking to the, or not talking, but it comes up to the security guard and they're like,
Yeah.
yeah. Sorry, spoilers for a 30-year-old movie.
Gosh.
I did want to during this trip find Rhodus at some point and sit down next to him and then take out the star medal that I was carrying and place it next to him and be like, Rhodus, I really think that you should use this to craft yourself a really awesome sword. I've been thinking about it a lot lately.
Is this like the Hulk handing to Taco? Because it kind of looks like that in my mind.
Oh, yeah,
That's a
she'd be
very
nice.
nice gesture that I undermined with that statement. Forget that I exist. I'm gonna step out of the scene. This Hesperos is like, ha 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 ha.
She'll push it towards him, and then she'll just run away.
Right now, Brissa is literally bigger than me, right?
Significant.
Rhodus doesn't like it.
Yeah, it's turning away at him. I can tell.
He doesn't like it. But he will accept the gift in the spirit that it was given, which was, I don't want this anymore.
Right, I don't need this because I'm bigger than you. You need a new sword to keep up with how cool I am.
The boat kind of rocks back and forth with every like skittering step she takes.
During the course of the voyage, I'll identify anything I haven't already identified, like the bracers. And...
The bracers are non-magical. Just seem to have
okay.
They're items of significant value, high artistic value, and just.
And they've got diamonds in them.
Diamonds if you want to pry them out, or you can keep them.
We could all be matching.
We all have matching rings. Like,
yeah,
remember?
we do already have matching rings.
Yeah, we need to find a ley line or something, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we still haven't done it. God, I forgot about those goddamn rings.
We need to find a ley line. We also need to go, hunt some, golden boars and stuff. There's a lot that we, that's why I'm saying, like, we can't always keep on going back to Mitros, right? After every island.
Like 30 minutes ago, I was like, we got so much time for all this stuff that we need to do, and now I'm already back to, we're out of time.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, I'll wear a diamond bracer.
Ophelia walks up next to you. All right then, so we are going to go where next?
What?
What island is that?
The island of Yonder.
Yeah.
Sure.
Right, Estrella, can you guide us?
Oh, yes. I take out the Antiquitera.
All right,
And
you
I
heard
hope-
them. Light of Thylea is going to the island of Yonder. Everyone, ready yourselves. Sounds like we are going to be going up against the forces of Sidon. We have the Light of Thylea next to us. They slew infamous Lotus Witch. They freed our new members of the crew from their curse. If anyone can bring peace in our time again, it's them. Trust in them. Trust in their prophecy. They are going to be the future.
The whole time she was giving that speech, I had turned myself into her and I was pantomiming the whole thing behind her because I forgot how fun it was that I can just turn into people whenever I want.
Asperos eats it up.
Yeah,
But as soon as she turns around, I turn back into myself.
She got a nat 4 for her perception check. She absolutely has no idea, turns around. All right. I can't believe you. That was amazing. She just claps you on the shoulder. Lara, completely oblivious that you mocked her to the entire crew. And that is where we're going to leave it off for this week's session. Very well done, y'all. My, oh my. And looks like, we made most of the stream without having too many hiccups, but of course,
it was pretty much right at the very end.
It's just crazy. It's just crazy to me. Yeah, I'm gonna have to have another stern conversation with my internet provider and hope that it will change. Let me see if I can raid someone because I haven't done that in a hot second, and I feel like that's the right thing. Other than that, yeah. Any last minute thoughts that you guys had? Any debrief thoughts about planning? That was good planning. Holy shit, this is some of the most solid planning I've ever seen in a D&D session.
Yeah, and it'll all go to shit on the second die roll.
Yeah.
But,
but at least we tried.
Yeah.
Well, we have like an overarching plan now, right? With the whole like meeting and everything like that. So, the Gaia situation might go to shit, but like...
Yeah. I do feel good about the summit plan.
Yeah, I think that's.
I'm like, if the Gaius plan goes to shit, we were already planning on killing him anyways. It just kind of makes it a little more difficult. But I do feel good about the summit plan.
Yeah, I think that's the more important plan, right? The Gaius one is just like, we're gonna kill you, man. Like, I'm sorry. Like,
right.
It's gonna be fascinating. I wonder how many groups summit have. Kind of curious. One of the few, like the 10 groups.
Well, hopefully it works.
Let's see.
Yeah.
It seems like
I'm down for it. I'm here for it. I want to know how this goes.
an obvious.
Right, you
Try
would think like keeping the oath of peace would be, hey, we should probably make peace, but we instantly jumped to just kill the other side.
I also think Strahd is a good guy, so you know.
On that note, we're gonna call it for tonight. No. We'll see you guys.
Egomaniacal misogynist, but yeah, he's a good guy.
As a little bit of a heads up, actually, I will be taking off in July, but we'll get to that when it's a little bit closer to that. I'm gonna fill in the rest of the group since we only have 4 seconds. Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you guys next Tuesday. Bye.
Bye.